Hi, everybody. Debra Dixon-Anderson here from the Gold Wellness Circle, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. And happy Black History Month. It's February 1st. I cannot believe that we have 1 month that is now gone in 2023. I don't know how many of you can believe that. It is absolutely insane. Time is flying so quickly. Hey, Serena, I see you. Yes, so it's flying very, very quickly. It's totally insane. And all I could say is that whatever goals that you're trying to go after, hit them hard because we are now down 1 month. And if you have some things you want to accomplish in 2023, let's go get it. Okay. So Debra Dixon-Anderson, Gold Wellness Circle and Light of Gold PR, and goldwellnesscircle.com is our new nonprofit. It's been a almost 3-year initiative that we started in 2020 in response to COVID. And we always love talking about everything wellness. We also do 2 signature events every year. One is our Alzheimer's event that'll be coming up in June in New Jersey. As soon as we have a venue, we'll let you know. And our Gold Women's Wellness event that we do every October in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'll be 5 years breast cancer free. We love partnering with the American Cancer Society for our women's wellness, and we partner with the Alzheimer's Association for our Alzheimer's event. So super excited about that, and all of that's coming up. And so let's talk a little bit about our topic of the day, which is body image positivity. Body image positivity, what does that mean exactly? So it means that I'll give you a scenario, I'll give you an example. It's 2023. In 2020, a lot of us, because of the pandemic, were shut down, we're at home, probably ate a little bit more, probably put on some COVID weight, wasn't as active as before. So maybe some of us are heavier, maybe some of us got into shape. And so what ends up happening is, especially for women, I'll just go out on a limb and say that, especially for women, those concerns about how we look, how we feel, comparing ourselves to other people. And I will say, as a woman, middle-aged woman, sometimes comparing yourselves with younger women, or sometimes some people compare themselves with older women. It's the things that we go through in life about how we look, and that usually translates to how we feel about ourselves, self-esteem. So body image is really, really a thing, and it's something that we always have to be mindful of. Being comfortable with the skin that we're in, okay, whether it's a little fluffier. You have a friend that was one of my mentors in Zumba many over 10 years ago. I just celebrated my 10th year Zenversary. So I've been licensed to teach Zumba for 10 years now. And I remember her saying, you know what? I'm a little bit fluffier now. A little bit fluffier, have a little bit of extra pounds, but I'm still beautiful. And I love that. I think that so many of us are concerned about what other people think about us. We have those unhealthy thoughts, right? About our body image. Are we eating too much, right? What's going on with our weight? So it looks like Instagram, I don't know if our sound is all the way up. I'll turn it up as much as I can. I had someone from my team just message. Put it in the chat, team, if you can't hear me on Instagram, and hopefully all of you can hear me where I'm streaming everywhere else on Facebook and on YouTube. So let me know if you can't. So I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Just what we're eating, our body image, our self-esteem. So I'm just going to say first that making sure that we're eating healthy is still it's important. Watching what we're putting into our bodies, watching what we're eating is very important. Calibrating your diet, with healthier fruits, vegetables, healthier food, not too much processed food, being careful about eating out too much, all of those types of things. Still important that you stay on track with that. I know for Rick and I, for my husband Rick and I, we're always trying to look at what we're eating, and what we're eating and how it makes us feel. So, we tried to pull back. I'm more of the fish eater in our family, and he's a little bit more of the meat eater, although I will have meat. Sometimes he'll have it more, but we do eat a lot of chicken. So for me, it's a little bit more chicken and fish. For him, it might be, a little bit more meat and chicken. And we just had meatless Monday. So I made some smoked quinoa, which is sort of like a grainy rice, little bit less grainier than couscous, but a little different from rice. So it's kind of like, for me, it's like a hybrid in between. And we had some fresh broccoli that was steamed, and we had mushrooms that I kind of sauteed. Came out really, really good, and we felt really good after we ate it. So looking at your diet, what you're eating is really important. So portion control, meal planning, all of that other stuff, just to kind of, watch what you're eating, because unfortunately, additional pounds, additional weight brings a host of other issues to deal with. That's a whole other conversation, whether it's high blood pressure, diabetes, everything else that's connected with those extra pounds. A lot of times, the things that we're dealing with as far as diseases and health is all connected to that number on the scale. So, that's just one issue. But the other issue is how you feel about what you look like, how you feel about when you look in the mirror. If you're having feelings of disgust, because you're overweight, or for a lot of our younger people, I'm always sad when I hear stories. I work with a lot of young people. We have a great internship program, and we like to incorporate open dialogue, from about everything, you know. And one of the issues that I'm always concerned about is bullying, being made fun of, or young ladies that, try to fit into certain crowds and they get bullied or made fun of. And I'm always concerned about how that impacts younger the younger generation as far as depression. I've seen anxiety be off the charts with a lot of younger people. I'm talking about 20 somethings. And it's always very concerning that a lot of that stems from getting validation outside of yourself. Okay. Meaning social media, having to feel like you need to be perfect, having to feel like you don't look a certain way, you don't fit in a certain mold. And that's always very concerning, regardless of whatever age you're at. So, always making sure that you have good, healthy friendships. A good friend is not going to make fun of you. She or he is not going to tease you and make fun of you in front of other people just to get some laughs. That's not a good friend. Unfortunately, sometimes we have family members that do that. We have to kind of be careful about those toxic relationships sometimes that are inside of our own families. But certainly friendships, putting all your eggs in one basket about a friend, or could be someone we're romantically involved with, making sure that that person is not putting you down, making fun of you because you put on a little bit of weight. Any of those things are really important to look at as far as relationships. But in the full picture of things is, how do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about how you look? And you need to always tell that person in the mirror that you look great, that you feel great, that you're worthy. If you're a woman, that you're beautiful. If you're a man, that you're handsome. Cultivating how you feel about yourself internally is where it really starts. You don't need validation for who you are as a person or how you should feel about yourself from any of these reality shows, from social media. the Kardashians, from wherever you're getting your validation from. You don't need to have that coming from outside of your internal self. And that's why it's important to cultivate a healthy relationship with you, and making sure that you're, living a healthy and positive life, that you're not obsessing about your weight or how you look, that you're not taking these external cues from other people, from what people say you should wear, what you should look like. We unfortunately deal with a lot of that in society. So making sure that you're cultivating healthy relationships, that you have a healthy self-image about yourself, that person that you're looking at in the mirror, that you work on your self-esteem, you know, and a lot of it begins with self-talk. How do you talk to yourself? How do you talk to the person in the mirror? Then when you look at yourself, how do you feel? How do you feel when you leave your where you live at? How do you feel when you leave your house or your apartment or wherever you live? So making sure that you feel good about yourself, and looking at ways to improve your body image positivity. Some of those ways include surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people. People that love you and care about you will not be putting you down, telling you that you're fat and that you're worthless, or that you need to lose weight. If they say that to you because now they see this change in you, you put on 40 or 50 pounds, well, that can be a health issue. But however they say that, it should be said in love and not in a put down. So just being mindful of your relationships, your friendships, being around supportive people, not comparing yourself to someone else. I wish I looked like that. I wish I had this. Comparing ourselves, especially in 2023, with all the social media and all the news that gets pumped into us, and kind of making sure that we're not putting as much stock in that, is really something that a lot of us deal with today, and just being really careful about that. And knowing that you have positive, wonderful qualities, and making sure you're looking at that. And yes, if you do need to lose weight, if you do want to lose weight, you can't beat yourself up to the point until you lose that weight. So you still are worthy, you're still beautiful, you're still handsome, but you have a little work to do. I know I do. My goal is to lose more weight. I've lost 20. I probably would like to lose another, honestly, on top of the COVID pounds that I put on, maybe a little 30, an additional 30 pounds. So for a total of 50. That's just me. But do I feel that I'm worthy? Do I feel like I'm beautiful? Yes, I do. Even with this additional weight on, I do. I feel good about myself every single day. And so your self-talk and what you tell yourself takes a lot of stock. You have to really be clear about how you're talking to yourself every day. Wear clothes that make you feel good. I like wearing color. That's just me. I remember when I lived in Georgia, in Atlanta, I got used to wearing colorful clothes. This is just a quick short story. When I came back to New York, I was still wearing color, a lot of color, reds, oranges, colors that pop, and then it was funny because you come back to New York, maybe in the dead of winter, everybody's got black on, right? Everybody's wearing black. That's just a New York thing, especially in the northeast quadrant of the country. So I like to wear color. That's just me. And I remember I was dating a guy years ago, well before I met my husband, and he said, "Wow, you really feel comfortable wearing that red?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." Of course, he had his signature black on, but for me, I like to wear color. It makes me feel good. So wear things that make you feel good about yourself. Staying active, exercise, eating a balanced diet. We know all of that is truly important. And you do still have to do those things. So if you have weight loss goals, if you have health challenges, and you want to make some changes, you should still shoot to do that. That's still important. However, regarding your body image and being positive about who you are as a person, how you look, and not listening to other people put you down or tell you that you need to look a certain way. is super important. So making sure that every day that you're telling yourself positive things before you leave and go out into the world, when you wake up in the morning, telling yourself that you look great, that you feel great. A lot of time that self-talk, setting that intention for yourself is super, super important. And we all have to learn how to do that. Sometimes I miss days where I don't do that. And it does definitely change the trajectory of your day sometimes. You know, sometimes your spirit is a little bit weaker, somebody rubs you the wrong way, and some of that is partially because you're just diving into the day. You're not taking care of you. I've done a segment about self-care, making sure you're taking care of yourself, but making sure your self-talk is always positive every day is really, really important. How you talk to yourself, what you say to yourself. Are you calling yourself stupid, dumb? Are you saying that you're ugly? Oh my God, I look terrible. You don't want to take pictures anymore. Um, those things shouldn't be happening. So then now we're headed over to possibly depression or low self esteem or whatever that looks like. So making sure that you're talking to yourself positively every single day. You are worthy. You are beautiful. You are handsome and you are capable of accomplishing your goals. It's really important that you tell yourself all of these things before someone else tells you, because now you're needing to get validation outside of yourself. So that becomes a self-esteem issue. So hopefully this helped some people. Hope you enjoyed this. We're going to download the video and share this as well. But please put on your calendar to join us for Wellness Wednesday. I usually try to jump on, depending on technical difficulties, at 12 or 12:15. We're usually on for about 15 minutes to 20 minutes. If we have a guest, we're on longer. And if you want to be a guest, reach out to me. Go ahead and reach out to me, and we'll have you on as a guest. I'm looking forward to bringing on some of my friends onto the call, Tony Smith, um, Casey Carpenter, uh, uh, Rita Williams Bogard. You're going to see some of my friends joining these calls over the next coming months. But I'd love to bring you on as well. If you want to be a guest, let me know. Hit us up, and we'll integrate you into our calendar as a guest on either Wellness Wednesday or Marketing Monday. So until next time, everybody, have a wonderful and blessed day. Visit us at goldwellnesscircle.com. Check us out, see what we have going on. Let us know if you want to be involved. We're always looking for partners and sponsors and volunteers for a lot of our activities. So please feel free to check us out at Gold Wellness Circle. Until then, Debra Dixon-Anderson, Gold Wellness Circle, Light of Gold PR, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.